All right, what's up, everybody? This is my first time doing a live reaction, but I felt it would have been a good experience to test out with Brother Nine's new album that he just dropped today, called ERIX. And I've been looking forward to this, and I wanted to do a blind reaction going into it. I may have heard a few of these, but there are some that I haven't heard, and if I've heard a few of them, they were not in the fullness of the song, probably just a snippet, because Brother Nine is also part of the group that I'm in, so we constantly share music, but he's done a pretty good job of keeping some of these songs a mystery, which, if you know anything about Brother Nine, that's how he likes to move in mystery. So let's see what we got here. We got Brother Nine, ERIX, 7 songs, 18 minutes. So this should be good. Let me just make sure I'm all queued up. Let's get into it. Blind reaction. If this thing could buffer. Play. Okay, it's not playing. I'll likely have to edit this. Okay, hold on. First off, the way Switch Up starts. That's the way you want to start an album. Just instantly, the second you hit play, the way that beat drop, that was sick, dude. Pretty cool. All right, I'll keep going.
Yeah. Been about it, no debate about it. What a hater gotta say about it. Been about it, no debate about it. What a hater gotta say.
Okay, I also want to say the way Nine, I'm gonna just call him Nine for this video. The way Nine comes up with these hooks, it's not easy for me to write hooks. Sometimes I envy the way others can just come up with hooks so easy, but Nine has this raspiness in his voice when he raps, and just the way he starts it with that been about it and debate about it. Been about it and debate about it. He has a pretty clever way of creating these memorable hooks. So fire, dude.
Yeah. Switch up like I made it be different. I know you notice when I'm shining in black. All that in a bag of chips, but I can't really be bragging like that. Jesus told me
all that in a bag of chips. It's usually like I'm bragging. It's type bar.
some people still trying to figure out how to love themselves inside. Otherwise, when you speak for me, they're just thinking that you're speaking from your pride. Controversy when I spit a verse that makes these people nervous. Insecurity surface, right?
Dang, dude. All right, who hurt you, bro? Who you mad at? Man, yeah, some good bars right there. I don't really want to keep replaying them, but that was a good little thing on insecurities and well, other people's insecurities or other people's hate. So let's keep
there's when I'm reaching my purpose. Right there's when I'm beating the furnace. Light years such ahead of my time with a spirit in me that's been given from 7. Light years such ahead of my time with some wisdom in me that's been given from 7. Been better, been better.
Given from 7. I'm assuming that means God. God's number 7.
I'm glad that I've been better. Been shredding like a vendetta, man. I've been ready, man. The pencil in the hand, man. I've been steady. Switch.
Okay, a lot of that. Been ready, been steady. The vendetta into a gate. Like, yeah, that's a dope 9. Typical 9, but also very fire, very dope, very well executed rhyme scheme.
Up like I made it be different. I know you notice when I'm shining in black. All that in
shining
the bag
in
of
black.
chips, but I can't really.
The shining in black. Usually, when you wear black, it's darkness. It represents, you know, evil. No, not evil, but shining. It's just that's something 9 just constantly does. So
be bragging like that. Jesus told me some people still trying to figure out how to love them.
And in case you didn't know that 9 was a Christian, he constantly references Jesus and the words that most Christian artists shy away from. So I actually respect that about him, is that he still keeps it 100 with his relationship with God. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Let's keep it going. Oh no, now it's buffering. I shouldn't have done that. Let me see. Hold up. I'm figuring this out. We'll get it. We'll get it.
All that in a bag of chips, but I can't really be bragging like that. Jesus told me some people still trying to figure out how to love themselves inside. Otherwise, when you speak for me, they're just thinking that you're speaking from your pride. Switch up like I made it be different. I know you notice when I'm shining in black. All that in a bag of chips, but I can't really be bragging like that. Big faith, we stepping on toes. See the paw print when you look at the ground. I don't know what you expected to see, but it's top dogs when you're looking around. Jaws drop when you look at the king. Lips pucker when you're kissing the ring.
sometimes you're not sure if he's talking about himself or if he's talking about God. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and that it's a double entendre, or it like you could take it like he's talking about himself, but he's redirecting it to King Jesus. So, but the culture of rap is always about like, look at me, look at what I have, and the the braggalicious flow. And Nine taps into that like almost second nature. Just it like that's his approach with music, but it's always like if you're really listening, you're probably gonna be able to relate this or translate this to God. So anyway, pretty fire.
Seductive like the flow is attractive, but they hate the fact it's coming from me. Been better, been better. I'm glad that I've been better.
For me.
Been shredding like a vendetta, man, I've been ready, man, that pencil in the hand, man, it been steady. Switch up like I made it be different, I know you notice when I'm shining in black. All that in a bag of chips, but I can't really be bragging like that. Jesus told me some people still trying to figure out how to love themselves inside. Otherwise, when you speak from me, they're just thinking that you're speaking from your pride. Switch up like I made it be different, I know you notice when I'm shining in black. All that in a bag of chips, but I can't really be bragging like that.
All right, pretty hard for a first song. I know usually when you have an album, your first song tends to also be the thesis statement. So if it's called Switch Up, unless this wasn't done on purpose, but maybe we're gonna hear a switch up in this album of what Nine has been saying versus what he's gonna say in this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next track. This one's called Different. Nine loves these beats.
I wanna be different. I wanna be different. But saying I'm different and making me different. I wanna be different. Making it different, that nothing is different but making
I want to be different, but saying I am different ain't making a difference, or if that's what he said. In other words, you have to put action behind it. You can't just say it. You can't just want it. You
a difference. You saying you different, but saying you different and making you different. It's making a difference. I'm glad I could be who I wanna be. I never be walking with wannabes. I never be walking on eggshells. I'm glad I could look in the mirror and I see who I wanna see. I'm full automatic, I don't mean to do it, but just like an addict, I gotta pursue it. Like I see the dragon, I'm ready to kill it. I feel like Achilles, I'm going through ceilings and showing you levels. I know if these devils are coming.
That was dope. He kept that rhyme scheme going with the Achilles. I thought he was gonna like kind of park on a dragon, but he just kind of kept rather that Achilles flow going. So pretty tight.
For me, higher the level, the higher the devil. I'm showing you something you never.
Would rewind it right here.
I know if these devils are coming for me. Higher the level, the higher the devil. I'm showing you something you never would see. Talking like Eric, you hype it too much. Always dramatic and that is some lighter fluid like you lighting it up. Spewing around, stooping down to stupid levels, but stupid is only as stupid does. And it's looking stupendous, so I wouldn't call it stupid if it's looking tremendous. I really don't care what the trend is, but now that I look like a menace, I'd rather be sticking them all up and empty the pockets for all style. And after empty,
sticking them all up. Wait. This guy. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Man, I'll get used to this. Hold up.
All is stupid if it's looking tremendous. I really don't care what the trend is, but now that I look like a menace, I'd rather be sticking them all up and empty the pockets for all style.
I misheard. I heard sticking them all up, like going in a mall and sticking them up. He said stick them all up. All right, got it.
But if it's looking tremendous, I really don't care what the trend is, but now that I look like a menace, I'd rather be sticking them all up and empty the pockets for all style. And after I empty them all up, I'd rather be cold and show them I'm different. But saying I'm different and making me different, I wanna be different. Making it different, that nothing is different but making a difference.
And just real quick, that's what makes a memorable hook, is when you already kind of know it the first time coming through. It's the repetitiveness, the simplicity, not overcomplicating hooks. Dope hook.
You saying you different, but saying you different and making you different. Making a difference. I wanna be different, but saying I'm different and making me different, I wanna be different.
You know, one thing about Nine, when you hear his music, you probably think he's angry or just very passionate, and that's just kind of like something that's dope that He's just not afraid. He goes in for it. It's just you can tell this is Nine's outlet, absolutely. Because one thing that you cannot deny about Nine when he raps is that he's passionately rapping.
Making it different, that nothing is different but making a difference. You sign you different, but sign you different and making you different. It's making a difference. I'm coming in sideways, I can see the angle that I had to play. Don't hate me, it took me a good minute just to find peace in this character that he made me. But here we are, brother apart.
Dang, that's heavy. Finding peace in this character that he made me. You could tell there's a lot there.
Part of the vine, no wonder he's twisted. What it do? My father is keeping them blind, no wonder they missed it. I can see this odyssey, something that's out of sea. This odyssey, something they got.
I was blind, sight to see. Hold on, I want to hear that again. There's a whole play on sight right here.
What it do? My father is keeping them blind, no wonder they missed it. I can see.
I wonder if they missed it. I could
this odyssey, something that's out of sea. This odyssey.
I could see a sight to see.
Something they gotta see, so I do not see why it's out of sea. I wanna be different, but saying I'm different and making me different. I wanna be different, making it different. That nothing is different, but making a difference. You sign you different, but sign you different and making you different. Making a difference.
Yep.
I wanna be different.
I wanna be tight. Dope song. We'll go right into the next one. Okay, no lie, I'm part of this song, so I've heard this song.
I wouldn't play with it if I ever thought it was cheesy. I'll start degrading it. Give it a letter, a couple L's, and now they making it, taking it further than anybody ever will. And I ain't calling it progress unless they're hating it. I gotta evolve and it's gotta be God.
Okay, I've always liked that bar though. I ain't calling it progress unless they're hating it. It just, again, it just shows you Nine's motive. What fuels him.
I gotta be honest, I never thought I'd make it this far. And I got a couple haters and they know who they are. But I also got some haters I don't notice at all. Forgive me, cause I've been shooting from the hip like I'm Billy the Kid. You gotta be silly, you think I ain't silly with this. As stupid as popping a pilly that's killing the kids. Cause I don't do it for the likes, I do it for ribs. Cause Yahweh is the only way. Hip hop showed me I could have a voice too. Don't tell me how to use what is God given. God showed me how to use it way before the womb. Cause Yahweh is the only way. Hip hop showed me I could have a voice too. Don't tell me how to use what is
part of this
God-given.
one, I gotta do my
God showed
verse.
me how to use it way before the
I got some
womb.
swag in my flow, you know my pocket game's nice. Left hand don't keep track, so I gotta do right. Hands up, no fist fight, these open palms are my weapon, equal right. So ambidextrous, why the slap is a blessing. And I ain't even flexing, you get impressed on the bench and you're bending backwards. Cause Linda Blair's manifested our presence. But I know that Jesus is resurrected, so I ain't even stressing. Matter of fact, I'ma let my kids go do the demon step. And I'm protecting this flock, the sheep with a pen. This is authentic hip-hop. Ain't got no title, but my influence got the kingdom unlocked. Can't even stop if I tried, and believe me, I've attempted many times. Still no luck, so I'ma take it violent.
That kid again, rap veteran, never backpedaling. I'm sicker than a batch of bad medicine. Deeper than when they lower the casket again for the old me. I said that this one is for the homies. Riding with my dogs and such. Don't like dudes who talk too much. Moving silence, bossing up. Time to pray, we all get up. Breaking bread, we all bless up. No man behinds, cause we all catch up. I'll stand in line
One of my
while
favorite
y'all
bars,
rest up.
no
Pay me
man
no mind, I
behinds,
split the
cause we all
checker.
catch up.
If this don't break your neck up, then you gon' need your post checker. Haters making bets on who gon' fall next. That's why we don't rock with them, talk with them. I ain't wasting oxygen.
Cause Yahweh is the only way. Hip hop showed me I could have a voice too. Don't tell me how to use what is God given. God showed me how to use it way before the womb. Cause Yahweh is the only way. Hip hop showed me I could have a voice too. Don't tell me how to use what is God given. God showed me how to use it way before the womb.
Apparently I'm crazy, needing therapy, just trying to be a better me. Up in the dome where I call it home, I'm in the zone. So I might look a little crazy to you, but you look crazy to me, so let's keep it there. Pull up to the kitchen, homie, take a chair. Dicing up lyrics, no ghost writing gimmicks, writing off spirits. Welcome to that boom bap clinic. Spit it from the heart, keep it real, homie. Let me finish off all the critics with my lyrics, head banging winning hits. We are phenomenal like physics, giving glory to the one who started the Big Bang like it's no thing.
Oh, I never heard that
Like it's
one.
no thing.
Cause Yahweh is
He
the
like
only way.
edited Father.
Hip hop showed me I
That
could
was
have
weird,
a
I never
voice
heard
too.
that.
Don't tell me how to use what is God given. God showed me how to
All
use
right,
it way before
go to the next one. Bad Habits. I wonder if I've heard this one.
Yeah. I got a bad habit of letting the past come back, it's so drastic. Now it got me causing a scene. Got a casket waiting for that man in black.
That's one thing about Nine. Nine will cause a scene, so he has this bad habit of letting that happen.
That old bastard really has it out for me. I got highs coming really like it's ecstasy. But I'm petty cause it's really so my ex can see. I'm in tip top shape cause I'm 10 toes down. And it's feet by four if that devil wanna park someone. Scared of what and scared of who? Even sleep paralysis no longer making a move. And I've been down for the cause so I got nothing to prove. And I've been itching for a battle, no one's itching to lose. They had to stand still. I don't think they understand still. It's not a draw, not a stalemate. Cause other styles still stale still. So glory said, behold, that mold on wheat. Right there we could see that bold but meek. Right there we could see who controls and seeks. Right there we could see right through mystique. She had to stand still. I don't think they understand still.
See again, just
it's not a draw, not a stalemate. Cause other styles still stale still. So better watch your tongue. I got a dangerous one. I even switched lanes. Heck, I even made me one. I found my first.
Also fact. You better watch your tongue. I got a dangerous one. In other words, Nine will not hesitate to use his tongue. That's for sure.
I got a dangerous one. I even switched lanes. Heck, I even made me one. I found my first love whenever I found that mic. And ever since then, rapping like I died that night. So it's no wonder he's been using me just like a eulogy. There's no excuses, it's nothing different, it's nothing new to me. 9 times out of 10, my life inside a rap. Always from the heart, so you know where I'm going afterwards. Yeah, cause that boy is self-destructive. Must have kept it inside of a bottle, then erupted. Must have been the reason he thought that the Xanax helped him function. Not knowing that running away from emotions help my functions. That carpenter's up to something. No way, I'm going through hell for nothing. Blessings come, but know that hell comes first. Birth pains right here before the birth. They understand still.
Gotta go through hell.
I don't think they understand still.
I think they understand.
It's not a draw, not a stalemate. Like I have the upper hand still. Yo, I got a bad habit of letting the past come back. It's so drastic. Now it got me causing a scene. Got a casket waiting for that man in black. That old bastard really has it out for me. I got highs coming really like it's ecstasy. But I'm petty cause it's really so my ex can see. I'm in tip top shape cause I'm 10 toes down. And it's feet 5-4 if that devil wanna park someone.
That was a vulnerable track. I like that when artists open up like about themselves, you know, putting their business out there. And yeah, bad habit, man. Bad habit. Dope. Let's go to the next one. Oorah.
We slay, loose, say, oorah, Yahweh. On the resurrected homies, that's the same, brother. Don't forget, brother. Yeah.
Dude, okay. One thing I like about this hook so far is how it's that like you just like I don't know what that's called, but I think that is like super fire. That sounds like that,
brother. So we slay, loose, say, oorah, Yahweh. On the resurrected homies, that's the set, brother.
That's tight, dude.
Don't forget, brother, cause I can't forget, brother. I've been shining in the dark, brothers. Glory to God.
A constant theme. Nine talks about shining in the dark, right? So, I don't know. I wonder if Nine needs to remind himself that he is a light. You know, I can imagine the battles that we have internally, and you know, because I'm a rapper too, so I write, you know, and I kind of get where some of these things are just other people will listen and kind of like pass it over, but I also see the side where it's a therapy session, you know. So for Nine to continually throughout his music talk about how he's a light and dark, it's just obviously from that scripture as well, but I'm probably reading into it too much. It's probably just that scripture says, you know, light in the darkness. So.
Diamond's been under pressure, but never paid it no mind. All my homies in the dark, brothers. How do we get them out? I'm hoping it started here. I'm hoping to show them how.
Trying to be a light.
So you gotta kick it with the homies still.
Kick it with the homies.
Cause that Xanax tend to change their mind. They've been popping it inside a Sprite, whipping it right up and down. Spark the ganja, then ignite. All that just to feel love, cause they never received it. Thinking they need that, cause the feedback of emotional trauma. Thinking that no one understands them and they feeling neglected. Thinking that someone out to get them, so they carry a llama. So we slay, loose, hoorah, Yahweh on the resurrected homies. That's a set, brother.
I thought he was saying we slay loosely, but he's saying Lucy, Luce. We slay Luce, and Lucy, obviously the Lucifer, the devil, reference to the devil. We slay Luce, hoorah. That's tight.
Don't forget, brother, cause I can't forget, brother. So we slay Luce, hoorah, Yahweh on the resurrected
Catchy.
homies. That's a set, brother.
One thing I give 9 credit for on this whole album, every hook has been a catch.
Can't forget, brother.
Alright, yeah, these hooks are fire, man. Props on the hooks. I'm gonna go to the next one. This one's called Found Him. I don't think I've heard this one. Again, just that boom bap. That 9 signature. Found him. I'm assuming found God, unless, let's see.
Cause they found that boy in the dark and they dug him out.
Probably talking about
Sinner
himself.
saved by grace and they thought that they figured out.
Okay.
That's that boy that's AWOL. It's Annie. You see him now? Instigator. Really stomping that serpent out like.
Boom, 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 boom. Just know that he's coming. Salvation is still yours
Is that a preaching?
if you want it.
Yeah.
Is that 9 preaching?
Cause they found that boy in the dark and they dug him out. A sinner saved by grace and they thought that they figured out. That's that boy that's AWOL. It's Annie. You see him now? Instigator. Really stomping that serpent out like. All glory to God, no one could fathom him. Understanding, they really thinking they understand. Blood in hand, the running man's what they about to do. Because they had salvation, but not reaching out to you. Some people here been safe for so long, they grow numb, forget where they come from. I don't know, maybe they don't like the way that I say things, but this tongue really isn't holding back anything, I don't know.
Again, he's saying it himself. This tongue doesn't hold back anything. So I'm getting a lot from this album just about the use of 9's tongue.
No, dog, it used to confuse me. My mind is so sick, why the heck does he use me? I don't know. No, dog, but now I can stress less. I just say yes, now I'm doing what he says. I don't know.
Just say yes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. I like that.
It's all the waiting, man. You're patiently waiting, man.
Yeah. Cause they found that boy in the dark and they dug.
That's honestly, that's probably a clip, and I can't figure out where I might have heard that from, but it has to be from a movie.
Them out. A sinner saved by grace and they thought that they figured out. That's that boy that's AWOL. It's Annie. You see him now? Instigator. Really stomping that serpent out like.
Okay, I think the beat is just gonna play out on this one. All right, so before I go to the next song, just with this one, that hook, it repeated 3 times, and even if there was a verse, I felt like the verse was only 4 bars long. I think there was 2 verses, and I just wish more would have been said in the song. I'd like to hear just like the deeper levels of where the song could tap into, minus the hook. That's one thing I noticed, is that at the 1 minute mark, the hook had already came on twice, which is not bad. It's just not my typical like favorite go-to kind of a song. I love depth. And it's a slower BPM too. So it was still hard though. Still a tribute to 9 style. All right, I'm gonna go to the next one. I think this might be the last one. Are we 7 in? Hater. Yeah, this is the last track. A lot of boom baps on this album.
I'm just a hater. All of your raps suck. I wish I could say I'm really impressed, but really I'm not though.
Okay.
It's really degrading.
This has to be a shot at
saying
rappers.
the same thing. It's really repetitive. Whatever
Okay.
he said,
Yep.
you just said again. And if I bat it, cause
Whatever he said, yeah, it reminds me of that 8 Mile. You're saying the same thing that he said. Okay, all right, getting carried away. Let me go back.
He's saying the same thing. It's really repetitive. Whatever he said, you just said again. And if I'm bad about it, cause I bet that you're proud about it. Like
Bet
you're
that
feeling
you're proud about
euphoria.
it. Woo!
You're getting your superpowers, but really you're boring us. Cause really the fact is that rap is my superpower. There is no ignoring us. Cause caps getting paid like we're peeling some oranges. My hand on the door, or should I say more like I'm ripping the door hinges?
Okay, because Eminem has this thing of people say that you can't rap anything with orange. There's no word that rhymes with orange, and technically there is not, but it's how you enunciate the word or how you carry out the vowels or the sounds or how you combine two words. So like orange and door hinges, like it just I feel like there's like an homage to Eminem. Hey, and no hate, we all love Eminem, or at least
Some oranges, my hand on the door, or should I say more like I'm ripping
some
the
of us.
door hinges? Say that I can't do it, so I show you I can. Pray to God that I can rip me a roof. Show cripple how to boogie and dance. Got the faith to get you crucified like I'm due to die, it's no issue. Down to die for Yahweh, cause Yahweh's a real issue. I'm just a hater.
Yahweh's a real
All of
issue.
your raps suck. I wish I could say I'm really impressed, but really I'm not though.
I wonder if this is
Really
Nine
creative.
talking to haters,
Is that
or
what
if
you call
this
love?
is the haters talking
Really
to
felt nothing
Nine.
that's special about it. It's really so ordinary and it's kinda scary cause you see me no difference.
And I like how-
see nothing
yeah.
significant. It's really
I like how in the hook it just like keeps going. Like it wasn't just like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, but it was like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Like it just, that's tight. I like
the
that.
same. It's really so plain. I'm thinking of naming a Jane now.
All right,
It's
let me
really-
rewind it.
I really see nothing significant. It's really the same. It's really so plain. I'm thinking of naming a Jane now. Cause really this lane is my playground. So see what'll happen if you keep on laughing and thinking this lane is a playground. Let's see if you handle the monkey bars. I'm giving a gift. But did you unwrap it for me? Did you start capping it? Did you start lying, homie? Have you been talking like one way, but they holding that standard up? I hope that you recognize that the stakes are higher for whatever that standard is. So I don't wanna hear you talk how you blameless like you never been there before. I don't wanna hear you talk how you G'd up like you really been there before. I don't wanna hear you talk how you feeling so great because you're holding a biscuit. Talking how you big slime, how you will slide, but really you wearing some lipstick.
Holding a biscuit.
Father said all of you. Finally something sinners could bump, something as out as you. Look at that number 9.
Number
Number
nine.
9 odd is 2.
Number 9,
So
number
it's only
9.
ironic that it's something odd, like there's something here to do. I'm just a hater. All of your raps suck. I wish I could say I'm really impressed.
I don't know if
Really
he's
I'm
talking
not,
about
though.
himself or if this
It's
is
really
others.
degradative. You're saying the same thing. It's really repetitive. Whatever he said, you just said it.
I'm gonna assume it's him.
About it.
Those are his words, and yes, music carries for another 20 seconds, and this is the outro of the album. All right, so my overall review, I liked it. I liked where it was going. My only letdown is that it wasn't longer. I wish there were more songs. I guess it can technically be constituted as an album because sometimes if you only I didn't realize 7 was what makes an album, but 7 is clearly just barely tapping in. It was 17 minutes long, felt more like an EP, more like a smaller project. But nevertheless, I don't want to hate on it. I know how much time, how much writing, how much creativity, how much money, how much of your heart and soul and just everything goes into creating this. But then that's the thing too, as artists, we make music for others to judge. We make music for others to have an opinion. We make music so others can literally praise or bash the very the thing that we've created. So, overall, I like it. I think it's a tribute to Nine's style, his rhyme scheming. I would have loved to have heard just a little bit more variety. I personally am not a huge fan of boom bap, and I know if me and Brother Nine had a conversation, he wouldn't care what I think, or at least in that, because that's part of, if you know him, Brother Nine's roots. And I just wish it was a little longer. I wanted to hear a little bit more. But overall, cool project. Can't wait for the next one.